Thank you once again for joining me on this journey today. Our journey collectively, independently, and positively towards resilience. This is, again, the 820 show with your host, Ming. One day I hope to be, at least, if not number one in your heart, 820 on the dial and the scorecard. Again, this conversation, or these conversations, every episode, is intended only to remind you, to suggest to you, to guide you to a different perspective today on not just a topic called resilience, but on personal leadership, on personal self-discovery, about your beauty, about your own resilience, about how you define where you are, not what you did, what you might do tomorrow, what you do right now. Again, that essential question that I raised in the book, Resilience, the Beauty of Presence. What drives you? Not what they said, what your parents taught you, what your spouse tells you, what the job outlines for you to do. My question to you is personal. What drives you? I'm asking you to define that. Certainly, in the book and in each episode, I offer you only my humble suggestions about how I have defined these things for myself. And I only offer them to you as signposts, guideposts, rails that can be ignored because they don't apply to you. But I offer them to you for your consideration and maybe for you to use them as what not to do. And you can take that low bar of baseline, hop over that onto what you say to yourself, to your creator, and then to others. Today's topic, I'm going to name this one Games People Play. Now, of course, that title is a song reference from, I believe, back in the 70s. I think by the Spinners or the Whisperers. I forget which band made that one happen. But Games People Play, I grew up listening to that at our family reunions, at our picnics, at our gatherings for events at my aunt's house. But also that title, Games People Play, definitely applies to sports and sound. Sometimes you can use that statement as the why and reason for things that we do on our free time or our passing ventures. Those two facets are perspectives and measures for justifying your reason and for how you prioritize for your own personal production. Again, kind of tied into that overarching question, what drives you across every episode. I'm trying to get into discussion about today the value of doing versus the value of watching. The value of education / development versus entertainment / diversion. Play in sports versus playing music and making a positive sound. That's my challenge now as a struggling old / new quasi musician on the trumpet. That's my struggle. Am I just messing around with that instrument, or do I want to make music and provide a positive sound in that instrument? Another analogy would be like deposits and withdrawals to and from your central bank, your bank and battery of energy. Not the physical bank, but what you put into your own personal, spiritual battery of energy. Your heart is what I'm getting to. So I'm offering you a couple of different views or observations that are not too far apart in terms of value until we add in the other dimension called resilience to assess our personal production and only from our own presence. Remember, we are determining the value of the energy we expand in these areas, one or the other, yin or yang. Doing and actively engage, or are we just standing by, entertained by the jumbotron? Doing versus watching. Which one activates a genuine, sincere desire in you? Which one of those instigates, activates the drive in you? The one you produce organically, originally. Does that come from your core competency, your core curiousness, and your essence? Or does it just come and touch you on your surface? It just titillates you, entertains you for a moment until the next thing comes along to override, or in your maybe estimation, it'll be better than the last one. A different way to, again, I'm offering you or asking you just to reset, recalibrate how you look at what drives you. I'm not telling you you have to do it now or that you must do it at all. But I set in front of you what I propose as that question under the main topic about the beauty of your presence, that I'm saying is your resilience. But to get there, I'm asking you to go a little deeper at the building blocks of that resilience, about what drives you. And even below that, I'm asking you to at least think about, observe, communicate to yourself what that answer is. Or, better for me, what are your questions about this very topic I'm bringing up to you, about what drives you? As I keep saying to you, these kind of like original, non-mandated, non-forced, or non-coerced questions are the ones that contain the very answers that you're looking for to move forward towards your goals, your purpose, your message, your voice. I only offer that to you because that's been my journey. If you go back to earlier episodes, I admitted to you that I struggled with even the acceptance of my voice. That I wish I had a Denzel Washington delivery, a James Earl Jones delivery, or a Barry White or Isaac Hayes delivery. I don't have it. I just don't. But that was one excuse of many I used to not do this. Yeah, I could write, but in terms of presenting my presence, my drive to you verbally, is a big step for me. But here I am in front of you, giving you yet another perspective on the present moment that I hope in some small way can change how you see yourself and the world we all live in, and that we must love ourselves in. Thank you once again. Stay present. Stay current. It's always 8:20.